That was so dumb.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Tetanus. I'm Jaden.
Oh, I'm Hunter. My bad.
I'm Maddox.
And I'm Lily.
So our hosts for today are going to be me and Lily because we both have our 18th birthday today. So we decided to share. I was kind enough to allow her.
Now, I will say I am older than Jaden, so
Yeah, she is. What is it, like 10 o'clock?
yeah, 10:24.
I'm 3:09. So yeah. But our topic for today is going to be movies. So who wants to start us off?
Jaden does.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
I'm starting us off. Hot topic. Nothing new is in theaters. Even if it's like not necessarily like how should I put this? There's new movies coming out, but none of them are new ideas. So you either have sequels or remakes or based on a video game, based on a book. I haven't seen an original idea come out in theaters in probably like 6 months.
Six.
I'll be honest. I don't watch a lot of new movies, so
Alex and I go see
I can't
movies
help
all
you
the
out on that.
time.
But here's this: are you guys keeping score between us two?
Yeah, I already did it,
So
dude.
since they're hosting,
I
they're
got you,
getting
dude.
us points.
Okay, now I want to know people's
Uh,
opinions on how good books are compared to movies.
Books compared to movies.
Yeah.
Books, I mean,
I don't read a lot of
Like-
books. I'll be
I
honest.
kind
Okay.
of keep them separate. You know, I
Yeah.
don't really like to compare books to movies because they're different things.
I will say though.
No, I'm
like,
saying whenever they make a book into a movie.
No, I know what you're
Yeah.
saying, but
Yeah.
there's a different idea there, and I normally don't like reading a book after watching the movie because it just feels a little boring.
I agree with that. But out of like
You read a book first.
out of the few books that I've read before a movie, like I did Hunger Games, and then like for one of our English classes, we did The Maze Runner. Movies are definitely better than books. I don't like books. You have to read them. It's too much work. I'm getting negative points for that.
He didn't teach us right -1.
Yeah.
You guys keep your own scores and then add them up at the end, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I think Jaden and I have different opinions on that.
Yeah, you probably will.
We'll add them up at the end and we'll see how it goes.
Um, what's the best book that was made into a movie?
I don't.
Best-
I'm biased. I'm gonna say Harry Potter. Just straight
No,
off.
the movies could have done better.
Okay, so I was sick yesterday.
Did you watch them
and
yesterday?
I had a Harry Potter marathon. I did movies 5 through 8, and I would say part 6 is actually my favorite movie out of the.
You know what's hard to get into? Which one is the last one? The very beginning, because it starts off really like dark,
Yeah.
and then like the light changes. It's really awful. Like I don't like it. And but it's like such a good movie.
That brings in a good segue so these people don't sit here like idiots. Lighting
screw you.
in movies. So we have like, oh, what do we think of the movie, blah, blah, blah. But we also need to talk about the cinematic quality of them. You watch a movie and you're like, this looks clean. You know?
Yes.
Any thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
I mean, yeah, lighting makes everything.
Well, it don't make everything, but
Okay.
it's definitely it's a big part of it.
It's huge. Lighting's worth more than everyone gives it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, like-
yeah.
well, you don't really notice it, but you don't notice it when it's good, but you notice it a lot when
When
it's
it's bad.
My
Yeah,
mark-
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like a bass in a band. Like, you don't notice it when they're doing a good job. But once the bass is gone, you're like, something's off. I don't
right.
know what it is.
No. Okay, but do you guys like lighter toned movies or like darker toned movies?
I feel like darker tones are normally better.
Like, are you talking lighting? Or
Yes.
Like, oh.
Like
Yeah,
a darker
I-
tone's normally.
Sorry, I
a
was
We were
lost.
just talking about lighting.
I think it depends on the genre. Like, I
Right.
mean, if it's comedy, I feel like it needs to be lighter.
Yeah.
But like most
Action.
action needs to be darker.
See, but only if it's
or
a
darker.
suspenseful kind of action, you know what I mean? Like if it's just like an action movie that just constantly has explosions.
I feel like still a little bit more of a darker compared to light. I feel like it's good middle normally, but like I feel like it has more darker than like other things.
But I wouldn't mind like swapping the roles a little bit there. So like if we were to do a comedy movie with a really dark filter and just see how it turned out.
That would be weird. That'd be kind of
Yeah, I'd just feel uneasy the whole time.
yeah.
Just go like,
It's like it seems like it's supposed to be a.
I'd
like
be
a-
waiting for something bad to happen, and then
Mhm.
something bad just never happens.
it's a constant feeling of suspense. I mean, I'd say that'd be a good movie.
I think it was Uncharted I watched a while back, and
Yeah.
that had a pretty good have a pretty good mix of the dark and light, because they're going underground all the time, and
That one and Red Notice both did.
yeah, Red Notice too. But yeah, they go underground all the time. That's when it gets darker. But when they're above the ground, when they don't have to have it dark, it's a good lighting. Like, it's a little lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your guys' opinions on okay, so you know how Beetlejuice is coming out and it's kind of like the clay kind of like thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your guys' opinions on those kind of movies?
So are we talking like Nightmare Before Christmas
Yes.
type? Mm.
No. Those freak
I-
me out. I
I
can't.
think that it depends a lot. Like, I feel like some of them played off really well, and some of them is not.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
kind of indifferent. Like,
Yeah.
I watched the first Beetlejuice, probably about maybe a week ago. Maybe
Yeah, I was gonna say I did
I
too.
forget when, but
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
it was this
actually
week.
kind of enjoyed it. Like, I didn't expect to enjoy it at all. I thought I'd hate it, but
Beetlejuice
I
was a
wasn't
bad
bad.
example there because that's
No,
not.
There's not
That's
very
just what
much
I'm thinking
clay.
right now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not
the clay.
completely
It's just
clay,
the
but-
snake I'm thinking of right now. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say though, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or whatever they
No,
call that.
you know that one,
That'd be a
the
good one
movie
for
with like the
that.
Yeah, that would be-
cavemen, the
Yeah.
caveman dudes.
Mhm.
I can't do
The
this.
Flintstones?
No,
No.
no, it's oh shit.
I know what you're talking
No, like
about.
Brood?
you know the Fred and the dog that show, or is it a movie?
Fred and the
I'm
dog.
gonna look it up. Hang on.
I do
Fred
not know.
Flintstone?
No,
That's what I was thinking.
I could just be going crazy right now.
But
Play.
I'd say it only works like for either classics or Tim Burton. Anyone else who tries it is usually it doesn't work out
Yeah.
very well.
That's fair.
Like you said, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but also like Nightmare Before Christmas, or one exception would be Coraline. I don't think that was Tim Burton.
I
but it
have not
was-
seen that movie in so long.
I don't know what Coraline is, to be honest.
It's a movie about a little dog girl, I think.
And then this lady is like, isn't it like she's crazy? She's supposed to be like her mom or something. I don't know. She like sews the girl's like buttons on the girl's eyes.
Okay,
That's all I could tell you about that.
That's
movie right
crazy.
now.
disclaimer, probably spoiler warning. We are talking about movies, so there's a chance we're going to spoil the movies. I thought I might put that out there before somebody gets a little bit angry. Has anybody ever watched Cinema Sins on YouTube? The guy that says like everything wrong with movies.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
He always starts it with like spoilers, duh. We'll be a little kinder so we don't get taken
No,
down.
Wallace
but-
and Gromit. That show freaked me out.
I've never seen that show. but
It's
okay.
this show right here.
Yeah, like I don't, or like Chicken Run, that type of thing. I don't think it works.
I think it was good for the time it was, and like on the TVs it was, but I can't do it. It freaks me out. Mm-mm. Hate,
I've
not
never
hate,
seen it,
but like just
Yeah.
I watched the movie like once, and then I can't watch it again.
Okay, I do want to know, what are you guys'? I'm assuming, I don't know. Have you seen Twister? I know that you two have, right?
No,
I've-
I have
No,
not.
You
I
guys haven't?
religiously
No.
watched the
Aw.
first Twister as a kid, but I haven't seen the new one
Okay,
yet.
never mind.
No.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I
Why
thought
don't you feel like a loser?
I thought all of you guys did, but all right.
No, my
Well,
sister.
it
Minus
came
one,
out at
Hunter,
the same
sorry.
time as
What?
Deadpool and Wolverine. So
Yeah, we went and saw
yeah.
Deadpool and
Deadpool
Wolverine.
and Wolverine was so good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say it compares to the other movies?
Oh, it was hilarious.
Definitely better than the second one.
Oh
Yeah.
Way better than the second one, but
Hey, is your
I
marker
would-
also
My marker's
sucky?
crappy.
Like literally can't even write. I've
Yours is-
stopped writing. for
Yours
it.
is a
Yours
lot better
can't
than
write?
his.
No, I read a long time ago. Like I was literally I've had it closed, but I was literally trying to write a line down here, and I probably went over it 5 times.
Oh wow.
It would not go.
So,
It was
what are
very
your guys' opinions on the MCU? You know, Marvel has been very back and
It's-
forth recently.
yeah.
You know, it's like they were good, and then after Endgame, it just dropped. And then now we've had a couple of good ones come out.
They're doing the same old, same old. They need the old dudes back though.
Well, I mean, they're bringing back RDJ as
I know.
Doctor Doom.
yeah, they
Um,
they announced their whole thing about switching, trying to get away from the multiverse, right?
And then bring in more multiverse.
Right.
the multiverse is just
but,
becoming too
yeah.
confusing. It's
Which
Yeah.
they made.
That's why
They kept on
I'll be
making fun
honest,
of
I don't
themselves
like
in
and then
Deadpool
and then the
Wolverine.
shows they keep on just releasing them so much that nobody's like fully watching every single one unless they're like a diehard fan.
There are
And
only
then you just get
two
really
I've
confused.
enjoyed. It's Loki and WandaVision.
Yeah, I
Moon
enjoyed
Knight
those
was
too.
great.
Moon Knight,
Ah,
so good.
I
That
often-
one's so much better.
I forget about it though.
It
It's
was so good though.
No, ooh, you know what? That show always reminds me of Blue Beetle. That movie.
Yeah, So this isn't MCU, it's DC, but Blue Beetle was also
It was
a
so good.
pretty good movie.
It was so good. Did you guys go see it?
I've not seen
came out
half the movies that you
Maddox,
guys are naming
I think
off.
Maddox
so-
and we saw so many movies last year. I literally counted it, and we had like 30 something in theaters, something like that.
30?
Like
wish
it was
you.
a lot.
I wish I had that kind of money.
Me too.
No, like it was a lot.
I've seen one.
Like, it
and
wasn't
it did a
just
lot
with
of
Maddox,
damage
but
to
with
my
other
bank
people.
account, and I'm sad.
What?
I saw one with Olivia, and it did a lot of damage to my bank account, so now I'm sad.
Would you go see Twisters?
Yep, I saw Toasters. That's why I brought it up.
And it's the one we don't know about.
Yeah.
So it's
Uh,
just pointless to see. Next time
Actually,
you
it
need to
was
coordinate
pretty
it
good
with
movie.
us.
I liked it a lot. It
Yeah,
was a
maybe
really
you should
nice
have gone
movie.
with us.
I don't like that she likes Glenn Powell more than me, though.
Did you say Glenn Powell?
Or
Powell.
Powell. I don't know how
Did
to
you say
his name.
Powwow?
Powwow.
Powell.
Enunciate
I don't
Powell.
know. Whatever. That one actor that like everyone's fanning over right now.
The Oklahoma song guy.
Yeah.
Don't even. That song will get stuck in my head. You know what
That is a
song
good
gets
song.
stuck in my head all the time?
What song?
Stuck in my head.
Oh.
That song.
That
Leah
song from the Lego movie?
No. No, that
It-
song literally gets stuck in my head. If Leah comes up to me and she goes, "Do you know what song's stuck in my head?" I say, and I say that song, and she starts singing it, and then it gets stuck in my head. It's so bad. She started singing it yesterday during soccer.
It's a catchy song.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
song.
they're
Okay.
they're not gonna know it, but
That's okay. Maybe you should know it.
Okay.
Go
Well, that
listen to
sucks.
it.
I can't right now. I'm kind of doing a podcast.
yeah, you are
Yeah.
doing a podcast right now.
So
I'd just like to mention I lost the game to all those of you that know it. I think it's just Hunter, but if there are any of our listeners that know it as well, I
You're-
lost the game.
you're a terrible human being.
That's how we
Wow,
get taken
that's-
down.
No, because you're here to defend yourself. It's okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. What game?
Nothing. We don't want.
If you know, you know.
You don't want the burden.
Uh,
It's bad.
So, what are some other movies that have come out recently or are going to come out?
Ooh, you know what movies are so good? You know who really makes banger songs? Disney. Okay, no, the songs. The movies, I don't care. The old songs, though, are so good. The old princess songs, that's it. That's
How about
right where we're at.
Transformers?
No. I want to go see
I
the
like
new movie so
Transformers.
bad.
I like
Transformers
Transformers
pretty good.
too. I love their soundtracks. Transformers
Yeah,
soundtracks are
So
pretty good.
fantastic.
Interesting tidbit of
Cool.
information for you. My girlfriend and I were watching the Transformers movies the other day, and it's like, wow, this is really advanced CGI, especially for like, what was it, 2008 or something
Right.
when it
Uh-huh.
came out. So we looked up, and it took about 35 hours for one frame.
No. No, thank you. Can't.
That's a
no.
lot of effort.
They had to like
They
triple
were-
their staffing just to be able to get the movie released.
not
That's
doing
how you know they're a good movie.
Right.
Like
Well,
They had the
took
budget.
Pride. They took pride in what they were doing.
yeah.
I
And
can't.
they had money.
Definitely put a lot of work.
They definitely had money.
They also had Megan Fox, man.
I'm never
Okay,
I
We're
feel like that's a
moving
minus
past
point
this.
for you from Lily. But
watching. What'd you say?
I feel like that's gonna be a minus point from you. But alright.
Yeah.
Hey, what are
I-
you doing over there?
I'm erasing it so we don't get taken down for you mentioning certain things, but
Mentioning Megan Fox, she's a great actress.
All right.
not watching it.
Anyways,
Right.
have any of you guys seen the Despicable Me 4?
Yes, I mean my dad falls asleep in movie theaters, okay, really easily, and my mom and dad wanted to go see a movie and they invited me and I said, "Okay, we're going to go see Inside Out or we're going to go see that movie." And I'm so happy I picked that movie because it's short and my dad did not want to go see that movie. He did not fall asleep, but we were sitting front row. So you're staring
Oh,
up
that sucks.
and they were just blown up.
We were like,
Massive.
when I watched it, we were sitting in the middle of the theater, so it was really nice.
Yeah, do you guys like to be in the back of the theater or the
I
middle?
think-
I'm a
Depends on the
middle
theaters.
person.
I think the middle's
Depends on the
pretty good.
chairs too.
that too. Yeah, it
Chairs.
depends on the spacing, because like
Yeah.
if the movie theater has it where you can't really see over most of the people in front of you, I'd rather be in the back. But
Right.
if not, then I'd like the middle.
For me, if you go to the Washington Theater, I mean, I can pretty much sit anywhere just because the chairs recline. You know, even the front row isn't awful. I actually
like-
went and saw one of their Rewind theaters and watched Elf, and I was in the front row, and it was not awful.
I went and watched Harry Potter, one of the rewind ones.
I wanted to do
And I was
that.
gonna go watch the last one, but I didn't because I had soccer. No, I like the theaters where you can fold up the armrests because I sit weirdly whenever I'm at movie theaters, and I can't do them. They make me
Yeah.
feel very uncomfortable. Because like just sitting here, straining and like staring for several hours, uncomfortable. And then I have to wear shoes that I can take off easily and put on, because I hate wearing shoes whenever I'm watching. Yeah, I wear my Birkenstocks.
You're one of those people.
I'm a comfortable
There's a lot
person.
of people like that.
Take your shoes off in theaters.
I mean, it's not like I'm wearing like socks or anything that like my feet smell bad. You know what I mean?
So you're,
Yeah.
I make what?
I was gonna say, so you're just dogs out in the wind.
No, like I'm wearing my Birkenstocks don't like let things collect, smells collect. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay, so hot topic here. Since all of us here are in relationships, in movie theaters, do you consider like hand holding or like leaning over? Do you think that's acceptable or you think that's weird? You
I
know?
think I think it's acceptable.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's
I mean,
acceptable. Like, I mean,
It's not like it's a lot
hand
of,
holding is never gonna be
An
a
issue,
problem. I
yeah.
think. Like,
Okay, see,
I would
my only
say-
problem, like, you can do that. My only problem is like whenever you're in the like theaters where like the spacing is really close to like people behind you, and then like if you're leaning over and there's people behind you, they can't always see.
Yeah.
That's the only
just
problem I have.
make sure you're being courteous. Like,
yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna lean over, make sure you're below the seat. I think.
Yeah.
I just think though, like society's got it normal. That's what people do in a movie theater
Right.
for the most part. So.
I mean, as long as you're not doing anything inappropriate.
Yeah,
or-
exactly.
Yeah, don't be like making out in the movie theater.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
That's weird.
No.
Yeah, but I don't need to see that.
Mhm.
You can go to the bathroom.
That,
Um,
no.
Like, you don't need to be in public.
Let's move on.
regardless, but like, just move away from me. I don't care.
Let's
I
move
don't-
away
I don't know
from
where
this
you were
subject.
going with that.
No, I'm saying just go to
Yeah,
a place
this
I
is
can't
your
see
fault,
you.
Jaden.
That is not. Let's go back to movies. So you mentioned Inside Out 2. Did any of you guys actually watch that?
Yes.
I did not.
No.
I actually could not watch the first Inside Out. It
Um,
got super boring.
Okay, Maddox, you're losing another point.
I've just never seen it, so but
No, I
did
saw
the
it.
other day. I got exposed to that one that's like about the people inside the dude's phone, the emoji thing.
Oh,
The-
ooh, the emoji movie.
The emoji
Yeah,
movie.
it
Oh.
was
I gotta see the movie in
something.
so long. Some movies I just can't watch.
I'll be honest, it wasn't like good, but it wasn't terrible. I could put up.
It was
with
like a child's
so,
movie.
yeah,
Like
it was. Yeah.
it was good for that level.
God,
It
this
had-
is such a crappy marker. Hunter, you have another point. I just can't do anything with it.
You know what, maybe I can.
Okay. maybe
Do you have your phone on?
yeah,
you
keep
just
it
count
on
on
your
your
phone.
phone.
Open
That's
up,
a
like,
point. That
just-
counts
How
as
about you just open your notes app and like do a tally for
I'm
each
just gonna
of us?
text you guys every time you guys give it.
You just hear very subtly in the background.
You know what movie I can't wait for?
Hmm.
Frozen.
They're making another one?
Yeah.
How
they're
many
just
is
making
that?
another one? 4. They're
Why?
just making another one
That's too
because
much.
they're trying to. I think the last one they're supposed to be what's her face is supposed to have powers or whatever. I just want
Anna?
to go see it. Yeah, I just want to go see it purely just like I want their story to be rounded out.
This
Okay.
is why I don't like the over sequeling. Like Happy Gilmore 2. Why did we need
Why'd they
that?
need that?
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to know because you brought it up and it's interesting. How many Frozens have you guys seen? Because I've
All
only
of
seen
them.
one.
I've seen one.
I watched 2
Okay.
once
3.
and I thought it was kind of rough, but we actually sang Into the Unknown for choir my freshman year. So I figured I might as well watch it and like
I guess.
get
Well,
some
I've got-
context.
2 little sisters, so I think I've seen enough of Frozen 2 to consider it like half. I've
Yeah,
seen
they
like
used to have
one
a
and
little
a half.
DVD player that they would put it in and
I've
they
only
watch
seen
it on that
first,
little
but-
tiny screen.
We have
We've got one of those on the back of the car seats, on the back of my
Oh, I know what
my
you're
dad
talking
and
about. yeah.
stepmom's car seats, so they can just watch them while we're on drives.
In which car? In both of them?
They just switch them out, whichever car they're using.
Okay.
I'm broke.
So
Oh, I
now,
know what you
now I'm
mean.
thinking of on like road trips. Do you guys like watching movies on road
Yeah.
trips?
I read.
Depends on how long.
Okay. Like let's.
Like-
okay. I'm gonna do a couple different intervals. What about 1 hour road trips? What's your thoughts?
No,
No,
you can't finish
no.
a movie.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair. That's fair. What
I went
about?
to Florida a couple weeks ago. That was a 19-hour road trip.
Mhm.
I watched both Dunes and slept the rest of the time.
Yeah.
And I love Dune. Dune is such a good movie. Like, it looks fantastic, and then the story is also great. I feel like it doesn't really need. Like, there's not a whole lot of dialogue, I don't think, and it doesn't really need it because.
It's
I-
visually pleasing.
Right. It's just a great movie that. The music's also great.
You see, for me, my only issue with movies on road trips is I'm a person that gets car sick easily.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm watching a movie for too long, I'm like, oh, suddenly I'm nauseous, and then I have a
Yes.
headache for the rest of the drive. You
I'm
know,
the same way. That's why like for me, I'm fine with like up to 3 hour car rides. Movies are good, but if it's longer than that, I have to make sure that we're like taking stops to where then I'll be able to become unnauseous to keep watching.
Yeah.
Which I just
No.
get super tired when I'm watching movies in the car, so I just watch it until I get too tired, then I go to sleep, then I wake up and watch it
I
some
like
more.
how your guys' problems are because you're tired and stuff. Mine's because I'm a yapper.
Yeah,
I
shit,
like
stop
to
talking.
talk.
Well,
No.
that's another
I
thing.
like to talk, and no, I'll read my books, or like if I know I'm talking too much. No, last night I was annoying my sister because I would not stop talking and she wanted to read. But like I'll read my books and stuff. Like typically I want to read a book more, or I'll listen to my music while I'm reading, which I can't. I struggle sometimes doing that, but
that seems kind of hard.
like I try to switch back and
I can't do
forth
that.
between books and stuff. In movies, if the movie is buffering too much, I give up.
That's why you use
Yeah.
DVDs.
Exactly.
But if I'm on my phone.
No, but that's why you do the DVD in the car, and then you have the little screen
See,
at the top.
but I don't have a DVD in the car.
You can get a little like portable laptop player
I
thing.
don't go on
and it's
enough
like,
road trips. My phone
whatever.
is fine, you know.
That's
I
a
read my
valid point.
books.
I can't read books on car rides because
Oh,
I'll
I
be
cannot.
reading. I'm like, I'm going. Where was I? You know?
No, I do.
Okay.
I listen to audiobooks all the time too, and I listen to them at 2 times speed. Because I can, like, my brain functions better that way, and, like, the rhythm sounds better. Anytime I'm playing them, though, it'll turn, like, my Bluetooth will connect to the car whenever it's going. So it'll start playing on the car, and it immediately just sounds like gibberish to everyone else. And they're like, what are you listening to? Because it just sounds normal to my brain.
I have to say that's one thing that I need to start doing is like 2 times speed because for dual the not
Dual credit?
the English comp. Uh, I got this one book that is I think it was 24 hours long on Audible because I can't find it in person anywhere.
I read, was it Fourth
I think I'm
Wing?
6 hours in.
I think Fourth Wing was like, no, it might have been Akatar. One of them's like 24 hours on the first book. And I think I finished that at work one day. And then I read the next book.
Okay, I think we need to steer this back towards movies because
Yeah, that's what I was
Ugh.
thinking myself.
not
Or we could just
books.
title this episode "Movies and Books" and then just keep going down the rabbit hole of books.
we can.
See, that's one thing because we could also be distracted all the time. I'm down to be distracted.
Right,
I like that.
being
That's
distracted.
My
is
next
fine.
my next thought was, do you guys think that like reading or like actually reading a book is the same thing as like listening to a book?
I
on
think-
I
Audible?
don't.
I think, yeah, it depends. Because, like, my cues, like, whenever I'm listening to a book, it helps me, like, better visualize, like, how people are talking in it. But, like, sometimes it just really confuses me because you don't get dialogue. So sometimes somebody will say words, and then it'll go to their thought in their head, but it sounds like they're saying the words. And it's just like, what? And then,
Yeah.
or I'll miss certain cues whenever I'm listening to a book because I'm listening to it so fast. I'm not going to go back every single time. And I just don't realize it because I'm doing it while I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just gets really confusing. But, like, I think you can count it whenever you're like, I do it for Goodreads. I count them. But, like, because you're still taking the time to doing it. It's still
Yeah.
a book. I
And you
think you're-
experience the book. Like,
Yeah.
I think I think you get the general like everything of a book, but like if you're doing an assignment where you need quotes and whatnot, that's really like not it.
right.
That's not reading.
So
I
one
don't know,
thing-
in a way.
One thing I would do with audiobooks is like I'm okay with read if I read the book, then I would be okay with listening to the audiobook. I just don't really think I can like I'm not very good at understanding the words.
For me, I do it when I can't process the book itself. Like a great example is Lord of the Rings. Have any of you ever tried to read Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings?
It's too big. I don't want to even try.
Exactly.
If
But
I'm
when you
like,
listen
stuck
to it,
on a book, yeah.
yeah, when you listen to it in the audiobook, first off, I listened to Andy Serkis's narrated version, and he was the voice of Golem.
Yeah.
It's so perfect. He does all of the voices well, but, you know, especially Golem. So he'll just be talking in his normal voice. And then Smeagol said, "Nar process, nar!" And you're like, what?
My
No.
eardrums hurt.
Yeah. My problem is, like, if I'm highly anticipating a book, like, I'm really wanting to read it, and it's something like someone else is, like, raving about so much, and, like, I can't get my brain to just go and go. Like, a lot of my books, I'm just like, I can't do it. Or, like, if I know that, like, it's really long, and my 2 times speed, I know reads a little bit faster than I do. So, like, or, like, whenever I'm at work, I can't read on my, like, thing. I have to listen to it. So, like, I don't know. I like, if I can't focus on a book.
I thought about doing that earlier.
I saw that.
You want to throw it back? Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Hey,
I'm so confused.
that's magic.
We're throwing stuff.
See
in
that
line.
just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh,
Book
yeah.
last night.
We're giving credit to Owen. He's like a good camera dude. He's doing the camera swaps.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
probably like super bored, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
fine.
he looks very enthused. But
I guess that
Uh,
really shows how entertaining we are.
Yeah,
Jaden, how many books have you read this year? Guess how many I'm at. Do you
Too
think you're at
many.
more or less than me?
I've read like 1.5, but I haven't been.
Jaden.
dang, even
Look,
I'm at a higher.
Even
higher
Maddox
number than
is. He's
you.
at like 4.
I've been.
I'm halfway through one book.
I have not had time to read books right now.
Hey, sorry. I'm 3/4 of the way through on Scythe. That you got me doing freshman year.
Last year my girlfriend gave me a book to read, The Midnight Club. Have any of you guys ever read that?
I have
Yeah,
not.
I've
No,
heard
but
of
it
it.
sounds.
It was
deep. I
really
don't know.
interesting. It's basically, once again, spoilers ahead, maybe. It's basically about this
Hey.
girl in like a hospice, and
What
like
was it?
everyone's waiting to
Is
die.
that the really sad one?
Yeah, but
Oh.
they end up like every night telling stories to like just pass the time,
Yeah.
and then by the end they just one by one die.
Mm,
And I was like,
okay.
wow, this is a good book. This is a good book. And then, oh my god, a new marker. And then suddenly,
Is that my marker? my marker back.
and then
No, Hunter, you're
Give 'em
getting
the-
rid of a point.
it's like.
It was
Okay.
okay. This is BS.
It's like, all right,
Ew,
this
this
is good,
book?
this is good, and then suddenly it
No,
got
you
morbid.
can't.
And then,
Yeah.
and then right now I'm reading a John Green book because Xavier was like, "Hey, you should read this," and I'm like, "Wow, it's called Looking for Alaska." I read like 3 sentences and I was hooked. So
That's good.
he's a good author for sure.
I'm reading a John Gwynn book right now. It's called Malice.
I'm reading a
It's kind of weird.
Sal Bellow book, and it's called The Adventures of Augie March, and it's kind of weird. It's getting a little better, but I don't know. Recently, he tried to get Canadians across the border
Well,
for money, and it
okay.
didn't go well. He got caught.
Oh dang.
How
Yeah,
many books do you think I'm at?
you're at like 240.
Talk about some more classic stuff. So let's go back. How about Star Wars?
Star
I haven't
Wars.
watched Star Wars since I was at my babysitter's, dude.
I don't want to.
I don't know what happened, but I looked down and said it was not recording, so I clicked recording again. It was recording for a while, I know for sure.
Okay,
Okay,
Well,
so
we have-
You at least have 27 minutes.
at least 27
At
minutes.
least
Okay,
27 minutes. Okay. So
so
apparently
welcome
Owen,
back.
the guy we
Apparently
were
Owen
praising
messed
earlier,
up.
messed everything up. So.
Hey, maybe he probably didn't get that on in
this
video.
praise was not on video, so it's fine.
No, I think it was. I think it stopped like whenever I grabbed this thing.
Hey, that's a.
Oh.
I don't
So
know.
it's
when we
all
pressed
his
it, but-
fault.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We can keep cooking.
jeez. Oh no. Okay. What's a genre you think was like really good in the early 2000s, but isn't so good anymore?
Action, just like
Sci-fi.
I think
Action used.
no.
Action. Used
Well,
to be really good.
sci-fi-
I can't pronounce.
sci-fi
it.
action
No.
has
slash
been
sci-fi.
decent.
So we're talking like
Right.
Transformers. You've got the start of the MCU. You got
You know what I think isn't as good? Romantic comedies. I
don't
can't.
really
No. Okay. No.
watch them.
Sometimes I'm just in the mood because I'm constantly watching action movies. So sometimes I'm just in the mood for just a movie I don't really have to pay a lot of attention to. You know what I mean?
How many times have you watched The Hating Game? That's a romantic comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was not. That's like 2000 something. What year did that come out?
I don't know.
I can tell you what year the book came out.
I'm talking about the movie because
I
you've watched the movie a lot too.
No, I have not. I watch it in portions at your house.
So I'd say Adam Sandler is probably the king of romantic comedies, just in general.
Yeah.
Him and Drew Barrymore just took over the rom-com scene, especially in like the 90s, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I like Adam Sandler.
I love
Adam
Adam.
Sandler's pretty good. Yeah.
Still, Happy Gilmore 2 makes me mad. Don't know why they're doing it.
Happy Gilmore's so good though.
Yeah, Happy
Okay,
Gilmore was like.
Hating Game. The
top
book
10
came out in
movie.
2016. I think it was made in like 2018 or something like that.
Fire.
I know. I don't know. I love that book. And that movie. The dude in it. He's almost to Cardin level, Maddox.
Cardin's this guy that you like wants to marry from a book.
No, he's just this amazing dude in this book.
Exactly.
Is it
Anyways,
weird to
have a
like-
crush on people? in
yeah
a
have a
book?
crush on
It's not
fictional
really a
people?
crush.
Okay, that is...
Okay.
You know what? No, you know
So-
what cake I wanted for my birthday? I wanted a cake that
with a
had
picture of
cardin
this
on
guy.
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyways,
we kind of have to differentiate between a crush on the character and
Or
a
the
crush on the
actor.
actor.
I
you
say,
know?
is it a
It's like
crush on the-
everyone has a celebrity crush.
If you have a crush on an actor, that's one thing. But if you have
No,
a
let me show you this.
crush
Like
on the
a fictional
personality,
character from a book that has not been adapted into a movie.
it's kind of
It's a little
it's a little strange.
Yeah, it's-
I mean,
No, like you just like the
I don't get it.
character.
like
Okay.
you
I mean,
can read about their
Oh shoot! Why did I
uh,
just click that?
traits they have, and you can think that those are nice traits, but you can't see them or you
I
don't
can
know
see
Are
them.
you guys are
liking-
really judging
okay.
a book on its cover?
Yes.
Like that is
Yes.
literally the definition
I
of
can-
you have to see them. Maddox, that's
You also,
you're telling me that.
I mean, you can't really experience what they're like.
This
what they're
what I was
fictional.
gonna say is that like I think you can like people based off of it, but I think it's weird to like obsess over people.
Right.
I don't obsess over them. You know how many times I've read that book?
Have you?
One time.
You're
Do you know how
obsessed
many
with them.
times you've told me
are
you want a
obsessed.
cardin?
Yeah,
That
I
does
want
not
a
mean I'm
cake
obsessed
with
with
them on it. I mean, you just okay,
Oh, hang on.
but
This
Honestly, I'm saying -1 for Lily, even though she's not on my sheet.
dude. No,
all right, I'll-
look at
hey,
this dude.
Hey, you want to make a deal? I'll honor that -1 for Lily on the next episode I host, or you.
But you see,
on
that's an
Travis' next
actor,
episode.
not the book.
No,
Yeah,
I like the
exactly.
dude in the book.
Oh, okay,
you just showed me a
us
picture of the guy.
actor.
Yeah, I also the guy's good looking.
Okay.
Moving on. But yeah, that was a good topic. I'm gonna give you a.
I get a point.
So, what do you think
I
about
promise it's there.
video game
Just use your phone,
adaptations?
So, like,
Oh,
are
like
we talking a
movies
game into
of
a movie?
games?
Yeah, a game into a movie.
So, it depends on how they do it. Like the new
Right.
Minecraft movie.
It does not.
I
Look
did
like
not
it's gonna
hear
be good
about
at
it
all.
until a couple days ago, and the trailer looks terrible.
It's so like.
Well,
I feel like it should all just be animated.
I feel like some
Like,
things.
why are they using
Why are they-
actual actors?
Also, why does the sheep look like the way the sheep looks? It's just scary.
honestly, I can't think of a good example of
Of a-
it. You know, because
Of
even
what?
even going into like TV shows,
Of an
you
animated
had like
movie?
the Fallout TV
The
show.
Last of Us.
You had
Ooh,
the
Last of
okay.
Us was
Uncharted.
Uncharted was a good movie.
I haven't
And
watched
it was a good
Uncharted,
game.
but
Well,
I'll be honest, I haven't watched Fallout either. But I do know that like my brother likes it, and
yeah, Fallout.
So I
I've
feel like
heard is
Fallout's
super
pretty
good.
I feel like Fallout has to be pretty decent for what it is. But isn't that like it's not an animated game thing? you know?
Right,
It's
yeah.
a actual person one.
So
but
what about the
it's pretty neat.
inverse?
The
Movies
inverse.
into games.
Movies.
So, for example, like all the Star Wars games that have come out.
Lego Star
Well, it
Wars
depends. Are you
is
talking Lego
top.
or not? Because Lego's a different.
Lego
genre.
is on top, dude.
Lego's a completely different genre.
So-
in my opinion.
I say we'll count out Lego. I'm talking like, for example, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so I'm gonna bring it back to this a lot. But for
Okay.
example, like the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor game.
Really, the only Star Wars game I've
Is that
played,
you trying to spell
well,
genre?
besides Lego
That's
Star
how you say
Wars,
it.
was Star Wars Battlefront. I
yeah,
think
you're right.
What'd you think of Battlefront?
it was definitely a game.
The
Like,
combat system needed work.
Yeah,
it had a
it
good story,
really
but there
did.
was no. So there's also the Harry Potter game that recently came out, Hogwarts Legacy.
I haven't tried to play it.
What I really liked about
Yeah.
Battlefront was that they actually used the trackpad. Like, you could swipe up on the trackpad and it would do something different.
That was neat. Yeah.
It was.
I have Battlefront on my Xbox, so I can't.
Oh man.
I do have a PlayStation now, but sadly I don't have Battlefront.
Maddox
on
has
there.
too
I'll be
many
honest.
things.
I've only played it at friend's house, so I haven't really experienced the game much.
right. It's
But it
I mean,
seems like a
it's-
neat concept.
it's a good concept. It's just a little. It's a little weird when you start fighting.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about right now? What?
Star
Uh,
Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
I've never
What
seen
about,
anything like
uh,
that in my life.
I'm trying to think of another one.
It was a while
Forgot what it
ago.
was. So you're talking about movies into video games. I'm
Yes.
trying to think of other.
One
ideas
that's
of it.
coming
I
out
don't
is
know,
Scooby Doo.
Dune.
Have you guys ever played the Scooby Doo video game?
Mm,
Like for the Wii
maybe,
U? or
yeah.
Owen's
I don't
shaking his head
think
yes. Owen does.
I don't know how I.
I wish
feel.
we had no
Can I
one.
have
was
the
on
eraser?
Yeah, I wish we did.
Can I
we
have
should
the
have a
eraser,
cam on that one.
please?
Can we like move the one up top just to be on Owen?
Our Owen can't. He'll never switch it to him.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I think that the Scooby Doo video game was insanely good. Like for the
I
Wii.
don't remember.
I
It-
don't.
Okay.
No, I
liked
only
it.
I only
That's all I
ever
gotta
remember it like constantly messing up.
Okay. All right.
I feel like
But-
next week's episode should be on video games.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We won't
I
have
don't
an
know.
episode next week.
Well,
Next episode
we
should be
do-
on.
I don't
our
know. I don't
on
know
a-
anything about video games. Otherwise.
next 2 weeks, our bi-weekly podcast. You know.
I don't know anything about.
Or we could just change the title to movies, books, and video games.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go into video games.
So one
so-
game
oh,
I've been
God.
playing recently is God of War.
Okay.
It,
Okay.
It's actually so good.
Ooh. Wait,
Mm.
I
since-
started playing when
okay.
I got COVID, and I think I've got like 12 hours on
Yeah.
it.
It just
Okay,
looks like
what's
that
your
everything
guys's-
You're playing,
What's
Maddie.
your favorite video game genre? I am
I
definitely
like RPGs.
RPG?
Fantasy first-person shooters.
Okay, this is gonna be neat because we all got like slightly different things. I'm just a FPS guy for the
You
most
guys
part. I
wanna
mean,
know mine?
I like some RPGs, but like my big thing is FPS.
I really like to follow the story, so
Yeah.
that's like why I'm.
yeah, I get
like.
that. Lego. But what do you call it? Like,
Ooh.
I don't know if any of you guys played it, but just to like talk about new things that have came out very recently, the Black Ops 6 data for Call of
I
Duty,
have not.
so good. It's like, I'm sorry. What are you guys' thoughts on Call of Duty? Because in my opinion, like
Call of
recently,
Duty,
it's
I
been really
used to play. I used to play Ghost so much.
Yeah.
Like I would play. Like
I
when I
haven't
was-
played any Call of Duty.
any of them.
When I
No.
first got my Xbox 360, I played Call of Duty. I played Ghost for like probably 3 or 4 hours at a time.
Yeah. I just gotta say that like I feel like old Call of Duty was so good and recently it's been really bad. But like
I
Black
just
Ops,
stopped playing it because I'm really not a first-person shooter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a Destiny kick as of recently. Have any of you guys played Destiny?
I've played Destiny. I
I
really enjoy it for
think I
a
have.
while.
Yeah,
and
it's one of
then
those phase
it's
games.
kind of hard to
like
keep
get back
going.
in. Yeah.
Have any of you guys played like the Spider-Man games for the PlayStation?
I haven't played Spider-Man.
I've
games.
played it. I've dabbled with it a little bit. Connor used to have it on his. So
I
a little.
actually think I need to up my difficulty because I beat it in like 2 days and I'm
Okay,
almost
that's
done
just-
with like
that's
everything.
scary.
Well, it's really fun though. I think they did a really good job on the mechanics of it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I just got a quick question. It's got nothing to do with our topic. Why were you gone yesterday? What'd you have going
You're
on?
sick.
I do movies on my PlayStation because I was like in my room, huddled up with my diffuser next to me and my orange
Okay.
juice, just watching Harry Potter.
Okay. That's.
How did you know I was on yesterday?
Gone? I said
on.
gone. I said gone.
What do you mean by what is?
I thought you said
I-
on. I was
oh,
like,
no,
I'm not
I-
friends with you on PlayStation. No, I was
my bad.
sick. I went home on Wednesday. I know what day of the week it is, guys.
He was
I
gone
went home on.
Wednesday?
Well, no, I was here on Wednesday, but right around this hour, I started getting a runny nose,
I
and
do
then it
remember
got
that, yeah.
progressively worse. And then I just went home and I felt like doo doo. And then I
We-
woke up the next
okay.
morning and I'm like, I still feel like doo doo.
I'd say since all three of us except for Lily, all of us except for Lily have been sick recently. I feel like we should do an episode on that, just like talking
Illness.
about what we did.
I think Lily
about
was
what we did
definitely
while we were sick.
Lily was definitely a little bit sick.
Yeah,
she
she's
just-
definitely why you guys got sick.
No, I
Yeah.
am not. I power through, and I only really had.
And
like,
gets everyone
sinus
else
things.
around her sick.
Mhm.
No.
Oh no, that's I
Or
feel bad 'cause I
no.
did- like that one day I powered through COVID and I didn't know it was COVID yet.
No.
And I'm pretty sure I got Delaney sick and I feel bad.
Oh,
But she's powering through it now, so she's gonna give it to someone else.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what's been happening. Like I powered through it, then
Then I
everyone-
got
then
it.
you
Yeah.
powered through it, then Jaden probably powered through it a little bit.
I had to power through it yesterday, not yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
a while ago when I had a few class hours that I was just dying, and I had a dentist appointment, and that was
Yesterday?
just hell.
Hey,
Sorry.
hey,
Hey.
Jaden. Hey,
Okay.
cut that part out.
Not
That's
Oh.
the first one, guys. No, no.
There it
we go.
was.
No,
We'll edit that out. I'm sorry.
Cut that out.
We were doing so good.
Look,
did
I would have thought it'd be Jaden to ruin it.
I thought it would have been me.
Me too.
No, I expected it to be Jaden. That's
I
the only word
expected
Jaden.
Jaden?
Yeah.
I think that would
Jaden
be.
and I used to ride the bus together.
Yeah, I think that might be a good spot to end it off for us though today.
When,
Is it?
I say we're
We had 10 minutes.
what time is lunch is at 12:20.
12:17.
Okay, well we'll keep powering
Jaden,
through.
I have a question for
Keep
you.
I have an answer.
Who was the first person to tell you happy birthday today?
Me.
My girlfriend.
okay, who was second?
Aw. His mom. His sister.
Himself.
Something like that.
I think it was Aiden Depew.
Okay, I was.
I would never guess that.
I was trying
And
to.
then it was my mom, and then it was my sister, and then it was you.
To close out the
I knew that.
podcast,
She said it
we
before I
should
did.
have Owen
Yeah.
sing Jaden happy birthday.
No, I don't.
No.
Come on, sing it real loud
I
so the
bumped
audience
Mike.
can
Hang
hear
on,
it.
hang on, hang on. Jaden, when do you think Maddox told me happy birthday?
I told
He
you
hasn't yet?
because that's whenever I saw you.
I would
No.
never tell you happy
No.
Okay, wait.
birthday.
He told me happy birthday. He was probably like the 10th to 15th person.
Okay, I got a.
And
quick
it was
question
right
for you
before
guys.
Aiden Ward told me happy birthday. So like
Hey,
Aiden Ward,
it
like
is
he's-
what it is.
yeah.
So I want to know real quick. What are your guys' thoughts? Is it better to like tell people happy birthday through the phone or in person?
In person.
I like it in person a lot.
I don't like.
I-
See, if you scroll through
I
my
think it dep-
Snapchat, I don't like the billion and one chats.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
happy birthday.
And then
happy birthday,
you're
happy
just
birthday.
constantly responding the
Exactly.
exact same way,
Exactly.
and it's awkward.
Thank you very much.
I
I
enjoy-
Okay, the worst way for someone to tell you happy birthday is on like posting on
Oh.
Facebook.
and then I'll say anything.
Then you
else.
have to comment happy birthday.
No, because
Okay, or you could do what I do, and I just don't do anything on Facebook, so nobody knows that my account's active.
Oh, look at my dad.
Well, I don't
I-
do anything on Facebook either. I still get like
Oh, I
like
get a ton of
40
people.
people.
I get a ton of people talking about my birthday on Facebook, and I just don't answer them.
I think
Why
my
did your
grandma
grandma told me happy birthday this morning? She texted me before you even texted me, and then she just posted it on my timeline on Facebook.
So, what are your guys' opinions on like the birthday spam posts? You know, like you go to people's Snapchat stories and it's just
Birthday
I think
spam?
that's not only.
I don't
think
really.
you.
I don't like spams. I think it's okay to like do
Free.
a post of people, but I'll be honest, I don't personally do it because I just don't like posting. So like,
Right.
yeah.
I think I've done one for Owen before. I think I've done one for you, and I've done one for Ben that I can think of, and one for my brother. But I don't really like. I do one for a person, and then I'm never gonna do it again.
I do it
Like-
for you or Maddox.
I just
I did one.
I'm
for
like you.
Jaden's
I don't
birthday, and that
like
was it.
posting at
Exactly.
all. Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely the ghost type of person on like social media. I don't like doing anything that leaves a social presence on it.
Maddox does not post anything at all.
Mm.
I mean, I'll post when I
No,
go to
you post. Yeah,
concerts.
you post like crap. It's like, oh, Maddox went to a concert last night.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
that is
like
the most
I love
annoying
being
thing.
an
I'm sorry,
inconvenience to everyone's
I
lives.
hate it. It's like I watch one of
I
them.
know everyone hates it. That's why I do
My
it.
If
favorite
it's a
thing
band
is-
that I like, I'll watch one of them, and then I'll be like, "That was really good," and I'll get halfway through the next. I'm like, "This is annoying," and then I'm like,
My favorite thing is whenever I can hear Maddox's voice, and it's
Oh
just,
yeah. Ah.
I remember when I went to the Blink concert with you, and I had my phone covered, or like the speaker of my phone covered by my hand. So whenever like I went back to watch the video, you could see all the cool effects I wanted to record, but you
can only
couldn't
hear
hear
Maddox.
anything. No, you couldn't hear anything at all. It was literally just like, whoosh, like the whole time. It was
No,
bad.
anytime you ever listen to a video that Maddox records,
Oh,
You almost said, like,
God.
that Maddox records, it's literally you can hear his voice. It's just that.
yeah.
No, I have all of these posts. I post once a month on my Instagram, so I don't lose track of what I did. You know.
Yeah, that's why
like-
I keep a journal.
Yeah.
That's
no.
not our podcast.
See, no. Okay, but I have these. Okay, Maddox is on almost every single one of these as the front page. It's just what I do every time.
There's
You know
more.
how many Maddox has of me? Hang on, let me click.
1,
Oh,
2.
like-
It's like an anniversary post, and that's it.
No, not even
Not
that.
even that.
Oh my.
Prom and concert.
My
Oh,
big
wow.
thing is why do
It's
people
literally
need
prom,
to know what
prom,
I'm
and a
doing?
concert.
That's
Exactly.
understandable.
I
That's
feel that.
Maddox. That deserves a point. That is a really.
I
me,
forgot about
personally.
points because my marker sucked. I was really mad
Yeah.
at it.
So speaking of that, let's just because we've got about 5 more minutes, and I know we're going to want to discuss the results. So Lily, how many do you got?
Dude, I've been writing things on this whiteboard.
She's got.
I have 2 for Maddox and 4 for Hunter. Although I think I accidentally erased one of Maddox.
I have
earlier 'cause
5
it's
for
like-
Hunter and 4 for
Here, I'll
Maddox.
go for
Dang.
Maddox. Maddox, it just sounds
Okay,
like
so,
So
by the
Hunter
sound of that,
wins.
I won. So I did kind of put some thought into what I already want for the next episode. Whenever I realized Lily had a lot more for me than Maddox, and I thought she'd be in Maddox's favor. You can't even read what's on
No,
It's
I was
bad.
trying not
there.
to be overly like
Hey, you did a good
be
job.
towards Maddox's.
I think she was overcompensating.
Yeah, I
Actually.
think because like I listen to what Maddox says more than I listen to what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Hunter.
It's okay.
But I
So
was.
she's
trying,
already tired of what
I was
say.
trying to pick adding points about something that I know that Maddox wouldn't necessarily just like be doing constantly.
Yeah.
If that
So-
makes sense. I just made it to every time you guys disagreed with something. I think.
Really?
Or like said something that I did not agree with. I hope
Oh,
you were
wow, of course I did good at that.
I think
Okay.
this might work a little better
Sometimes-
when we only have one host.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it
it's still not bad. I feel like
there.
it
I
works
mean,
well.
regardless, we got the same results.
Yeah.
I do want to say I think that next week, just to like prep for people, I think a would you rather episode is going to be my topic.
Ooh,
So it's
okay.
going to be
Okay,
a,
something
you know,
minutes.
One
all would you
thing
rather stuff.
I also think could be a good change would be if we got rid of minus points, because there were times that there were points I wanted to make, but I also knew this may get
Yeah.
It could get
this,
too controversial.
This could definitely
say
get a
minus
minus
I
point.
think-
yeah,
I think it's
because
What are you talking about? I
because
don't
you
really
know
think
the
minus
host
points.
because and you want to avoid certain topics that you know will get you
Like saying Star Wars is bad.
right. If I said I don't really like, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, then that's
I
immediately
didn't really
gonna
take
be
away
a minus
Gary's
point.
points unless I really hated the tally mark, and I forgot to put it back.
Okay, well, we got to give some time to get this shut down and get Owen out of here because, you know, we love Owen. But.
Do we though? That's-
All
yeah.
right.
No,
But-
I do like Owen.
Hey, he's in the room, but
He-
still.
He can defend himself.
Owen, would you like to defend yourself? I'll give you
No.
my
It's
headset.
Okay, Owen,
real
I
quick.
wrote this for you.
Owen
No,
looks
no, look.
bored.
You can't even.
You can't
here.
see it in that camera. That camera's really not
Okay.
right now.
This camera sucks.
It-
Well,
Oh, I went the wrong way. Look, that's what I wrote.
until
just like
next
the way we
time,
get
this was Tetanus.
Oh yeah. Don't. No, that's not
Bye-bye.
even the right button.